Mr. Odumakin, did you also hear where the Fulani also talked about their people being killed? About 800 of them.
Well, any death should not be condoned.
Exactly.
If their members are being killed, where the graves?
Any death should not be condoned.
We saw the graves of many people. Where are the graves of the people who are killed?
If no death should be condoned, murder is murder, and it's a crime.
Yes.
What should be the solution now so that all parties are satisfied?
The solution is very clear. Meitiala cannot go and be using death killings to reverse anti-grazing law passed by Benin Assembly. First of all, what we have been saying, there must be state police. Secondly, there should not be open grazing of cattle all over Nigeria. There should be ranches. The president raises cattle. He has a ranch. The president is not grazing his cattle all over Nigeria. Why should Meitiala not copy their patron and do ranches for their cows?
Would you completely agree that it's the fault of the Meitiala for the ranching, for that case of the ranching? Because there was a ranching fund that was made available during the previous administration, 100 billion naira, to governors, and they took that money, but we didn't see the ranches. Shouldn't we be blaming the governors instead?
In the first place, government should have no business getting involved in building ranches.
Was that misplaced? Was that the misplaced priority?
Totally misplaced. Cattle ranch is a business. Are they distributing the cows free? They are selling their cows. If they want ranches, they should go and buy land, put their ranch and raise their cows. Why should government get involved? Is government acquiring waters for the fishermen? Are they which profession is the government giving money to go and do their business?
This cannot be reversed, can it be?
It should be reversed. The right thing is that there should be ranches, those want to do cow, and if you want to do a ranch in Lagos State, you go to Lagos State, Alausa, go and get farm, buy land, obey the conditions that are attached. Not that the government should now say, well, we are acquiring land, we are giving money for. Is cattle business the only business in Nigeria? What's so special about raising cows?
Do you acknowledge that Meitiala is factionalized?
Well, they may be.
But you heard about it.
They may be.
Do you accept it?
Oh, yeah. Well.
But you seem to refer to all of them as one.
Well, look, there is neither of the factions, either factions, have come out to condemn what's going on. Their national officials have come out to admit, international, not even local media, international media, that their cows were stolen. That's why they are killing people. You see a member of the House of Reps, that lady in the House of Reps getting up to say that, look, even for these men, even they value the cows more than their own lives. Therefore, the rest of us should live under that condition.
Well, I hope she can explain what she means by that comment, because lots of people interpreting it in different ways. But when you say members of the House of Reps, and speaking about that, and then you also say there has to be state police.
Yes.
Now, take for instance, in the South, in the Southwest, for instance, we've heard them talk a lot about the importance of state police previously, before elections. But now that many of them are in those positions in the House of Reps, we don't see them championing that cause about state police. Even when they voted, it didn't reflect.
No, but we can't run away from it. And it's very critical. There's no way you are going to have constituted governments who can make laws and there's no basis to enforce the law. When Sharia was introduced against the Nigerian constitution in 12 states, they had Ishba to enforce Sharia, which is the police. If I only do that, you think that the Nigerian police uniform. So why can't governors constitutionally elected to make laws have enforcement for their laws?
The point I'm trying to make is, isn't this the double standards that we see with our politicians, that they just exploit the weakness of Nigeria for political gains, and when they get in there, that's it? Because if they champion state policing, restructuring, and then they get into those positions, when it comes to amending the laws in the National Assembly, you see their vote. In fact, they don't even want us to know how they voted. They just vote on the opposite.
Well, it's clear that a lot of them get to the office and they get sucked up to the system. They want to protect their privileges, and that's why really there's been this growing feelings now that politics is too important a business to be left in the hands of these politicians. The people themselves have to own politics and bring out a new paradigm, not for professional politicians.
Yes, that one's
That is critical at this stage.
That may happen, or
It's going to happen. It's going to
may
happen.
not happen.
It's going to
Because
happen.
you know how the political structure is in Nigeria. It's, in our opening sequence, as
Yes.
Ajuri mentioned in Abuja,
Yeah.
how this really powerful people who spearhead political parties are still there and not giving that opportunity for other younger players to break into that cell. So how then do you say, give us a timeline. Do you think, for instance, say, in 2019, we'll begin to see a difference?
We have to. It's not, look, when Macron won the French elections and was giving his acceptance speech, the first set of people he thanked were those who voted to save the republic. What we are in Nigeria now today is that we need liberation politics, not the chop politics that are going on now. Liberation politics. We cannot continue like this. The country is going. Nigeria is dying. You see, unfortunately, many citizens of a country, they cannot see the signs of death of a country because a country like human being that just drop dead immediately, a country dies gradually. Nigeria is dying.
Talk to us about this.
Save this country.
I was talking to someone earlier, and he participated in one of the processes in elections.
Yes.
And he says, look, the stark reality is completely different
Yeah.
from the way we say it. Now, you could spend a lot of money,
Yep.
50 million, 100 million, and still not get elected.
Yes.
Because those monies goes into different hands who are supposed to make the way for you. So realistically speaking, can we actually say the kind of politics we see in those climes can play out here when people are hungry?
Yes, it's the stage we have reached now. It's a stage where the people have to rise and seize control of the political process from the professional politicians who are just making business with their lives.
How do they do that?
Oh, yes.
When they've not been part of the system,
They're
just armchair from a long distance. How do they do it?
Look, what's going on in this country now, if it should blow out, there will be consequences. Serious consequences for all of us. And therefore, what should happen is that the political process should be taken over by the people. And they should organize themselves. And I think a whole lot of that's going on now. I'm telling you, there has to be a tsunami in the political process of this country. Otherwise, we'll continue
So,
this very cycle.
In conclusion, what would you tell that person out there who will tell you, look, what's the point? If I get in there, they will rig it anyway. So why should I waste my time going to get my PVC?
Well, they should get their PVC. Don't take that fatalistic approach that they will rig it if you allow it.
Do you believe there's
If
rigging?
Oh, there is, of course.
Up till now?
Of course.
No, INEC says that they're doing free, fair, and credible elections. And even in Anambra State, it was free, fair, and credible. So would you translate that to rigging?
Well, there may be elections may be semi-free, but definitely there's clear rigging. But rigging is possible when people are not, when the people of the Nigerians are ready. Woe betide that person want to rig.
Do you think they'll be ready for the next elections?
If they are not ready, they are dead.
Mr. Yinka Odumakin, we appreciate your comment this morning. He's the Joint Secretary, that should be Southern and Middle Belt Forum.
Leaders Forum, yes.
Leaders Forum.